Good morning. Yes, you are catching me now in the process of getting my pre workout ready. Well, myself and my 5 o'clock shadow. Now, today, my friends, is arm day. And as you all know, arm day is everyone's favorite day, except for me. Like I said, my favorite day is back day. We're going to transition over to this angle so I can grab my water bottle. So, fun fact about my pre-workouts now is that I've actually started buying gallon jugs of water from the grocery store. Why? Because I don't want to keep using tap water and using all the chemicals that tap water has that have no actual value to myself or anyone who drinks tap water. So, we are going to be drinking water we're going to be drinking spring water now for our pre-workouts and having a good time with it, because personally I think it is much healthier and better than just using water from the tap. You can't see it, but I moved the sink. But anyway, we got a pre-workout to make, my friends, and it's going to be a fun arm day. I know that pump is going to be sick. Yesterday, check this out. I burned over 4,000 calories yesterday. I walked so much yesterday while working. It was insane, my friends. I was thinking, because I didn't do much cardio yesterday, at least not as much as I would have liked to, but the amount of walking I had to do at work was so unbelievably insane that it was a cardio workout in and of itself. Like, it was cold yesterday and I wound up having to take off my jacket because of how much movement I was doing, which is fine. The more movement, the better, as far as I'm concerned, because we should never stop moving, especially moving forward, because there's one direction to go, my friends, and it is forward. That is your pseudo motivational quote of the day, my friends. Am I right? But anyway, it is time to shake this bad boy up, my friends. And we are going to go to the gym, get the pump, come back, get our lunch ready, go to work 8 hours, then come home, do split drills, and then call it a night. And you know what? I have off tomorrow and I am excited about that. But not only do I have off tomorrow is an audition that I am excited for to do. And then I'm going to my acting class in the evening, getting that taken care of, running over a commercial I've been working on all week. Now, the commercial's not an audition, it's just, it was just a practice thing my acting coach gave me, because I said to her, I think the one thing that I struggle with is the commercial timing and pacing when it comes to how commercials are scripted as opposed to how I act when I'm doing it one-on-one with another person for a short film or what have you. But that's neither here nor there. I gotta drink this, get to the gym, and I'll catch you guys at the gym. So I made friends with an older gentleman at the fitness center today, and yes, I know before I said I was going to go to the gym, but I just didn't really want to drive all the way out there today. I just kind of wanted to get this pump in real quick before work started. But anyway, the older gentleman was asking me about the pressing machine they had there, and he was asking me if it was for delts or chest, and I just told him, oh, you can just set it up like this, and it's going to be your middle chest. Move it up a little bit, it's going to be upper chest, and then all the way up is going to be your delts. And he was happy to learn that. And I went back to training my arms as you do, and he was asking me more questions. I had my headphones in because I was listening to my music, and I kept talking with him because I didn't want to be rude. I didn't want to just shut him off. I didn't want to be cold. There's no need for that. I'm always up for making new friends. So him and I hit it off a little bit. We were talking about sports, and I told him that
really, I'm not a sports person. I'm actually more of a choir kid than anything else. I do obviously enjoy martial arts. I enjoy bodybuilding and things like that. But I told him that when it comes to things like that, I'd rather be doing sports than watching sports. Like, don't ask me anything about the Super Bowl or basketball or hockey. And I've tried to get into sports. The one sport I almost got into was golf, actually, because I kind of enjoyed watching with my auntie and uncle. But even still, unless I'm watching with them, I don't go out of my way to watch it. Probably because I don't have cable and I don't know if they stream golfing matches on any of the streaming services I have, whether it be Prime. I think Prime's the only streaming service I have right now. But when it comes to sports, I'd rather just be doing than watching. And he was asking me about like fitness centers. And one example I brought up is that how in at my school they have a gym for all the students to use, and they also separate out the ones for the football players to use. And he asked if I was a football player. That's how that all got brought up. I said, "Oh no, I just kind of trained in the student gym because again, I'm a choir kid, not a athlete. Even I mean, yeah, obviously, but I enjoyed singing more than playing sports with other people. But it was fun. I really enjoyed talking to the gentleman. I mean, I've listened to the same songs over and over again, so having something a little different, making a new friend. I don't know if I'm ever going to see that gentleman again, but being able to talk to someone at the gym really wasn't that bad. I was still able to work out. I didn't have to stop anything. So, heck yeah, I totally do that again.
So I'm back from the workout and I am eating my post workout yogurt. And I can safely say I'm feeling kind of burned out. Not necessarily from the workout, but just with a lot of the stuff that's going on with work being far more frantic than it normally is. I was hoping after the constant midnight shifts, things would be a little bit more calm, but they've only seemed to amplify since then. But like I said, they're like you got to work, we got to work, and I do love having a job and things like that. But I am tired, especially from also the acting thing and this men's physique competition, getting ready for that. I've just been very, very exhausted these last couple of days. It's why, I mean, my week of vacation, there was a new video every day because, it was vacation and I didn't have anything to worry about outside of just making these videos. But now that I have work, auditions, classes, men's physique prep, I'm getting kind of tired. I'm still going to do the videos. I'm still going to train, still going to go to work, obviously, still do the classes because you don't stop when you have progress to make. You don't stop until you reach your final goal. And even though the other day, I'm not going to get into what actually happened, but I got a mixed message from God about something, but that's not really here nor there. Maybe it was just him giving me an answer that wasn't as clear as I was anticipating it being. But I am feeling very tired. I'm feeling very burned out. Though I am doing my earlier to bed at least, because I am still getting home late from work. Still feeling tired. Still feeling very, very burned out. Like I said, though, I can't complain too much because when I have a goal, I want to achieve that goal, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get there. Burnout come hell or high water. I just have to push through it even harder than before. But like I said, gonna eat this, gonna run to the bank, get some cash out, go to the grocery store, get some apples, and then do my 8-hour shift, come home, do the last little wrap-up video, do my stretching, and then relax, go to bed, and wake up tomorrow morning for leg day. I'll catch you guys at the end of it. Peace.
And I'm home. Obviously, I've been home for a while now as I am in my pajamas, but good news, I just reached 20,000 steps. But I wanted to discuss the burning out a little bit more because I think it's something a lot of people overlook just with anything. It doesn't even have to be with trying to go for your goals or your passion. Jirki's trying to get in on the video. Everyone say hi to Jirki. She's doing her thing. Hi, sweetie. Hi, sweetie. But when it comes to burning out, everyone, it can happen to anyone. And I think, especially when it comes to people who are pursuing goals and passions and things like that, a lot of the time the burnout can come from you're moving, and that destination just feels like it is never showing up. And that can drain a lot of people. I mean, it's draining for me even. Like I said earlier today, I was feeling the burnout, trying to work my full-time job, taking classes, making these videos, doing my fitness stuff, studying and acting, all that. Taking care of her, she's a big burnout. Look at her. Why are you burnout? I'm kidding, she's not a burnout. But it's one of those things where it's hard to ask for advice for, it's hard to know what to do, because a lot of the times it's like, you just have to take some time for yourself. And when you have such a severely hard goal to achieve, it feels like a lot of the time that you straight up can't take those days off. You straight up can't stop. You always have to feel like you're pushing forward. And I understand none of it is linear. No goal is linear. Fitness isn't linear. Achieving your passion isn't linear. It's going to be a maze. I know that. But it still can feel draining. And I never want to come off as asking for sympathy, asking for or coming off as weak in any way. But today was definitely one of my weak days. Even one of my friends at work said that he sensed that I was just exhausted, burned, all that stuff. And it's hard to come to terms with. You feel it. It's hard to admit. And because there never feels like there was a day off, and there really can't be one, because like I said, I don't want there to be a day that goes by even when I'm not supposed to clock in for my job. I don't want there to be a day that goes by that isn't a day that I'm still working to pursue this goal. Because if I want to be the best actor, if I want to be the best men's physique competitor, then there's no excuses to be made here. There always has to be pushing forward. There has to be going forward. I can't stop. I won't stop. I will do whatever it takes. But it is tiring every now and again. There are times where I, even at the gym, and you can see it in my face when in the today's training video, I was not in it. I could have drank 5 pre-workouts and I still probably, forgive me, wouldn't have been in the zone like I wanted to be. Yeah, I know the wake up video, I was all hyper, but I'm hoping people realize that was meant to be more humorous than it was anything else. And I still like the struggle, I still like the grind, but that struggle and grind still does wear on you. Like I said, this is not just, this isn't a goal of wanting to be a good actor. This is the goal of wanting to be the
absolute best actor. Straight on. This isn't the passion of being a good men's physique competitor. It's to be the best. Because if I'm not pushing myself to be the best, then someone else can just easily take that over. It's it's all pretty tiring, but like I said, I'm not going to make excuses. I'm always going to push forward. And who knows, tomorrow I might be feeling ripe as rain. I mean, I do have off tomorrow, so that's nice. I have off tomorrow, but I still have that audition. I still have to go to class, but at least I don't have to clock into work. I love the people I work with, by the way. Like, I can't stress that enough. But I am tired. I really am. Especially like that vacation I just took. As awesome as it was to not have to clock in, that vacation was still time I was using to make sure that this acting thing and fitness thing was pure on point. Maybe I do have to take a couple of days just for myself and just let myself have it. But maybe I can't. Because someone else might just pop up behind me and steal the spot I wanted. I don't know. I really don't know. Mixed messages. Feeling tired. I'll figure it out, I'm sure. Hopefully. But it is tiring. I want to have fun with it. I really do. But right now, everything just feels so draining.